Hi, my name is Isabel Macias. Today I will be presenting on a review of the healthcare industry from the supply and demand, what things can be used to improve the industry, the physical capital of the industry, what the market structure is, and finally a 5-year forecast of what I believe will happen in the next 5 years and what profits can be made off this industry in the next 5 years. So there has been a significant increase for healthcare services in the last few years. A few reasons for this are after COVID-19, people got really aware of their personal health, which wanted them to get into preventative healthcare. Things like daily checkups, not daily, often, getting checkups more often, routinely going to see dentists, doctors, getting blood work done, all these things to make sure that they're healthy, happy individuals and they don't have underlying diseases. Some other things are the growing population of elderly people. There are a lot more people on Medicaid and Medicare nowadays as they continue to age this generation that is retiring. So that increase it's calling for more healthcare services. And finally, the heightened awareness of mental health. People are becoming more accepting of mental health, understanding that there are a lot of people out there with mental health issues and disabilities, and the support of the mental health of people supporting that community has increased the amount of services that are needed. This being said, the supply is not growing as fast as the demand, and there will be a few reasons in a later slide about what we can do to try to keep the supply up with the demand to continue to make a profit out of this industry. This graph here is from the Fred Database US Bureau. It shows from 2000 to 2024 the total construction spending of healthcare in the US. So these gray areas right here show times of recession. Obviously in 2008 we did have a big recession, and then also again in 2020 there was a little bit of a recession. And a trend that you can see is that spending increased in healthcare actually during the recession. So as you can see here, that is when spending continued to increase, and it has increased significantly more than it has ever in years prior. Last year alone, the increase in the healthcare industry was $19,000 of spending. It can be predicted that if this pattern was to repeat itself of 2008, the increased spending could lead to another recession, which is something that economists need to look closely for. This here is the graph of healthcare professionals in the industry. So it shows here also times of recession. As you can see, the short recession in 2020, which actually there was a big dip in the number of healthcare workers in 2020, but it has slowly started to increase as the prices and demands have started to increase. This shows that there are less than 18,000 medical professionals in the fields right now. And from the Vizient database, it shows that there are 10 million outpatients annually, which is a really great, it's a really big difference between the two, with $64,000 in medical spending and only $18,000 people working in the industry. McKinsey & Company has said that skilled nursing and long-term care profit pools continue to weaken, and some things that can be put into place to build this back up is incentives such as increased pay for nurses, and also the use of AI technology can really help to bring this industry back to life and to help it keep up with the demand that it does have. So labor costs for this industry. Wages for professionals differ really far. Obviously, the education for these professionals differs as well, but for nurses, the median is $41.38 per hour. They do receive overtime after working 40 hours a week, which is a great incentive for them. They get time and a half after that 40 hours hits. Surgeons have a median of $115 per hour, and this does cause some strife in the healthcare industry, as nurses feel that they do a lot of work in the hospitals. Even though they are less educated, they feel they should be paid more. Physical capital. So this includes things like buildings, equipment, sale of stocks, medical systems for tracking patients. So this can help with having this physical capital. About 7% of physical capital in the healthcare industry is actually for these 4 systems, such as buildings, equipment, sales of stocks, and medical systems. But something that really does